both, avionics are off, brakes will test on the move, circuit breakers are all in. Before starting checklist is complete, starting the engine master switch on, flaps are retracted, fixture to rich, carb heat is cold, it's cold outside, full prime, 3 times. Closed and locked. Open the throttle, 1/8 of an inch. Clear prop. And you'll switch to both. And on the throttle.
Okay, before taxi, radios, mixture set, transponder set to altitude. So we'll listen to the weather here.
7 Celsius. Dew point -04 Celsius. Altimeter 3017. Remarks. Density altitude -600. Oswego County Airport, Fulton, New York. Automated weather observation 1509er Zulu. Wind 200 at 10. Visibility 10. Sky condition overcast 2000. Temperature 07 Celsius. Dew point -04 Celsius. Altimeter 3017. Remarks. Density altitude -600.
Here we have the weather. Altimeter is 3017. Is about there, and that checks out with a field elevation of 475. We also have our flight instruments too. They're around 150 degrees. Beacon is on, lights are as required, and we'll test the brakes when we start moving before taxi checklist complete.
What runway do you think we should?
Winds are 20010. So
it's kind of a
in between 24 and 15.
Yeah, I'd like to have the winds. I mean, if we're in a worst case scenario and like you're maxed down your crosswind component, I'm more comfortable with a crosswind from my right, but it doesn't matter. I mean, either way.
Okay, because they're 200, so.
Another thing is, which runway's longer? For safety, I would pick the longer runway.
So 15.
Exactly.
Okay, so we'll go 15.
Yeah, and our wind right now is coming from this direction. So aileron should be like this, right?
Yep.
There you go.
Okay. Alright, so we're clear to the left, clear to the right. My brakes are good.
Alright, my controls.
Your controls.
My brakes are good. Your
Okay,
controls.
my controls. I will take it out to 15.
And now we get a quartering tailwind, so we always dive down and away. See the Virga coming out of the clouds? Have a little bit of rain right there.
Yeah.
I'm clear on the right.
Yep, clear left.
We'll let her, you can go taxi super slow. We need to let her warm up, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna head to the north today.
Okay.
And we're gonna work on some stalls, power on, power off. Maybe we'll throw in some steep turns, and then we'll come back and work on our crosswind landings. Okay.
Okay.
Good day for it.
So could you put the airport into the GPS for me?
I'll let you do it so you get used to it. When we get over here to the run-up area, the airplane stopped.
All right.
Don't really want to be messing with anything while you're taxiing.
Yeah.
No, if you had a 2-pilot crew, that's different because you got the guy keep an eye outside and another guy can do the radios or whatever. All right, what taxiway, did you see that sign we were on or no?
No. Oh, well, we are on Delta looking behind me.
There you go. And this will be a full length takeoff.
Normal?
Yep, we'll do a normal one.
Okay.
Now the AIM recommends that you turn either crosswind or you leave the area, leave the airport when you're within 300 feet of traffic pattern.
Okay.
It's a recommendation. You know, it's not a regulation.
Yeah.
It's a recommendation. Okay, how's our wind right now?
It is.
So basically, it's like that.
Yeah, coming across.
So it's still in this scenario, dive, nope, down, down and away all the time.
Okay, yeah, because it's still coming out of our tail. Okay, we'll get our before takeoff checklist here. Brakes are set, doors are closed and locked. Flight controls. Left, right. Okay. Flight controls are checked. Fuel selector valves on both flight instruments. Look good. Mixture rich below 3,000 feet, which we are. Elevator trim is set for takeoff. Throttle up to 1700 RPM. Check the magnetos. Right. Not a big drop, back to both. Left magneto, not a big drop, not a big difference. Back to both. Car repeat, look for the drop. That's good, suction gauge is good, right around 5. Alternator warning light is off. Throttle back to idle.
Good job on being smooth.
Thanks. There's idle, it's still run, so we'll go back to around 900 RPM. Okay, radios are set, transponder set to altitude, we'll put in. Do a self-test here.
Yeah, well, that's warming up. Let's talk here. Okay, first thing, you're going to be an instrument pilot someday, no matter what. So let's always write down your time before we take off.
Okay.
It's very simple. Just, you know, type in. You can do Zulu time if you want, or you can do local.
Okay, so right now it's about 10:18.
So let's do Zulu since everything's Zulu in aviation. So we're going to add 5 to that, right?
Yep, so it'd be 3. That would be
1500
yeah,
Zulu,
15.
right? That'll work. And if you remember on our last flight, remember the thing that I said to think about before every time you take off, no matter what kind of airplane you're in?
What's gonna happen if you lose something?
Yeah, so look at your altimeter. Let's in this airplane, I'm comfortable with 800 feet, okay?
Okay, so be right around
So
1200.
what do we want to be at, 1200?
Yep.
So 1200 feet, if we're above it,
I can make the turn back.
and make the turn, coordinated turn.
Yep.
If we can't, if we're below that, we will go straight ahead or at an angle.
Okay.
Best glide speed in case of a down low, you don't have a lot of options.
It says 68 knots.
Yes.
Okay. Good to our takeoff checklist. Flaps are retracted, carburetor heat is cold, mixture rich. Shoe selector valves on both. Elevator trim is set for takeoff. With throttle full open, rotate at 55.
No, I was wrong. Best glide 66.
Oh, okay.
Okay, GPS is ready for you, so hit direct.
Direct.
Zulu Yankee.
We enter. There we go, and we'll go map mode.
Yeah, I like that mode.
There we go. Okay, make sure we're clear. Everything looks good. Sure, on 1, 2, 3. Oswego County traffic, Skyhawk 62X departing 15, departure to the north as we go.
Good. Landing light's the only thing you have left.
Alright, so it's 2 pulls now?
2 poles all the way out.
Alright.
Yep. That 1 pole's only for taxi night.
Okay.
If you lost an engine, which direction would you want to turn if you could turn?
Into the wind, so I turn
To the right.
to the right.
Yeah.
The runway's verified, the compass looks good with that. Oh, other way.
Yep.
Full power. Instruments look good, airspeed is alive. There's 55.
And you see how it crabs into the wind?
Yeah. Okay, we're coming up on 300 feet from pattern altitude. Clear left. Oswego County traffic, Skyhawk 62 X-ray, left crosswind for 15, departure to the north as we go.
Okay, good. Why don't you climb me up to 3,000, put us on 050 heading.
Okay,
What's
on
your-
5,000, heading 050.
Basically on. 1,000 to go. How's it feel? A little bumpy or not bad?
Oh, it's not too bad.
Okay, if you lost an engine, what direction would you probably want to land in?
I'd want to turn to the right still.
That's right.
Almost right around us.
Yeah, so our main goal is, if you have to land off-site, is to have the slowest ground speed as possible, but still flying the airplane, right?
Yep.
So we obviously want a headwind. On a very windy day, that'd be very important, right?
Yes.
$500 to go. I typically do those call-outs just to keep my head in the...
Yep.
Boy, Night of Lake's pretty today.
Yeah, well, see all the way down the end of it too, just about.
Pretty good visibility that way.
Yeah.
Obviously, we know bad weather's coming, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's all kinds of ice in that.
Okay, here comes 3,000 feet.
Yeah. What are you gonna do at 3?
So we're gonna bring the power back, trim it out, and do our cruise checklist.
That's right.
She'll get out right now.
I want you to notice something. Your power setting's at 2,500, right?
Yep.
So basically full power, basically.
Yeah.
Look at your airspeed. You're just above maneuvering speed. So we know in order to get maneuvering speed, we're probably right around 2350.
Okay.
In that area. All right, back to what you were doing. Sorry.
Okay. Cruise checklist. Power 21 to 2650. Elevator trim is set. Good for me. I'll lean the mixture. It's still pretty high RPM. I'll bring that back a little bit.
Why don't you put us right in maneuvering speed?
Okay.
It's probably a little more than that, actually. As long as we're in that white arc, we don't need car peak, right?
Yep. Okay, and we'll lean the mixture out.
And what are you looking for?
A peak in the RPM, then it's a drop, and you put it back in a little bit more after that.
That's right.
So right around there. Without being too aggressive with it.
Our outside air temperature is about 42 degrees, so we're above freezing.
Yeah.
As we do have a little rain, and actually we're pulling it up on the radar. You see a little bit?
Yeah.
There is some burger and it's catching it.
Okay.
But we don't have anything to worry about. We're above freezing.
Okay.
Okay, what's that giving us for an airspeed? We're still above a little, isn't it?
Yeah. Right around.
Let's see what we can get. Let's lower the speed a little bit. Your cruise checklist is complete, right?
Yes, it is complete.
Let's put it right there. Then add 100 horsepower, because obviously when you pull that out, you lose 100.
Yep.
Let's see what that gives us. The more you learn how the airplane performs, the easier it is to fly when you want to know.
Yeah, so we're right around 90 knots right now.
90 knots?
Yeah.
Yeah, so actually we want to be a little faster than that.
Okay.
So maneuvering speed, it depends on weight, but it's between 95 to 100. So if you add that, I'm pretty sure 2350 will give us basically what we want.
Okay. Yeah, so we're coming up on 95 knots now.
Okay. Let's let it stabilize.
Okay.
And then we're going to do a clearing turn to the left and to the right, and I'll have you do a departure stall, also known as a power on stall.
Yep.
And if you remember, there's no flaps in that, right?
No.
So what we're doing is we're slowing down to basically rotate speed, maintaining altitude, and we're going to add power like we're taking off, and we're going to stall it.
Yep.
And then when it stalls, you announce it, and then correct for it, obviously.
Yeah. So now it's the stall horn, then when it actually stalls, you call that too, and then you recover, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yep, and I like to have call the cruise checklist after you've recovered and
Okay.
level. So our airspeed there is pretty slow.
Yeah, actually it got down to like 2,700, so
Oh, okay.
we're getting some precip on the windshield too.
We're climbing a little bit here.
Yep.
Which is fine. We got plenty of room up here, so.
I'm happy with that trim right there, so yeah, we're coming back up to around 95 knots now.
And we're at 2,400 right now.
Okay.
That's about right around. Okay, why don't you clear me to the left?
Okay. Do a clean turn.
Now in a power on stall, you're gonna need more rudder, right? Because of P factor
Okay, yeah,
and
yeah.
torque. Because you're adding power, you're at extreme angle.
Yep.
So you're gonna need a lot of right rudder, just remember that.
Yeah, we'll clear to the right, so we'll go back to the right.
Watertown, Unicom, it's Charlie Golf Fox, Zulu.
Okay, so there's our clearing turns done.
Go ahead.
Great. And as you notice, it's not icing up, we're okay, okay?
Yep.
Okay, slow the airplane, maneuvering speed, so you're, not maneuvering speed, but you're gonna slow the rotating speed,
Yep.
so basically 1,500 RPMs is great. Carb heat out, that whole scenario.
Winds are 190, 17, gusting to 27.
Wow,
Jeez.
that's Watertown. I'll have to keep an eye on that.
Okay, so there's rotate speed.
Yep. Actually, it's a little slower than that, so keep
Okay.
the power out. We want to get this airplane
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at the
slow.
60, yep.
Yeah, or we'll be super steep, and I don't
Yep.
really want to do that. They're slow right down. Maintain that altitude, see how we're dropping
Yep.
a little. Leave the power out because we want to slow. Bring your power out more.
Okay, so there's 55.
Okay, so you're gonna gradually increase your pitch. More. Add power. Pull power. Keep the pitch back more.
There's a stall horn.
Okay. Okay, no more steeper.
Oh, okay.
There's the stall.
There's a stall, break it.
Okay. We got a little confused there because we got hit some turbulence right
Yeah.
as we were about ready to do it, but that you did what you needed to do.
Okay.
Just make sure you don't see too much ground when you come back down.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, climb us up to 3,000.
Okay.
We'll head back the other way.
You want a climbing turn back to like 180 now?
Yeah, that'd be
Okay.
great. Thank you.
Look at a right turn, we're clear to the right.
Let's recover all the way, though,
Oh, yeah.
right? Carb heat.
We're coming up on 3,000 now, so do our cruise flow before the checklist here.
That was weird. That turbulence hit us right at that
Yeah.
moment, wasn't it? There's an updraft. Did you feel it in the seat?
Yeah, it just sunk right down.
Yeah, I felt like we were pulling G's there for a second.
Yeah.
That's why we do all maneuvers at maneuvering speed, right? Because below maneuvering speed, the airplane will stall before there's any structural issues.
Yeah. Okay, there's 180.
let's head back to Sewell County. I don't want to get caught in some nasty wind if
Okay.
it does pop up earlier
Yep.
than they're forecasting. We should be fine, but I don't. If Watertown's almost at 30 knots, there's no reason why
Yeah.
Sewell County couldn't be. It's the same,
Yeah.
same distance over from where the weather's coming from. This airplane, you don't really have to worry about it because the performance isn't that high, but like in a 182, if it got really bumpy, you wouldn't want to be in the yellow. You want to be in the green. So that's why even you'll see airline pilots, they'll slow the airplane down in bad turbulence. That's why.
Okay.
Structural damage could happen.
Yep. Okay, so run through our cruise checklist here.
We have an absolute nasty ground speed. Look at that.
Oh wow, yeah, 68.
That's bad.
Cruise checklist. Power between 21 and 26. Elevator trim is good for me. Maybe a little bit more trim down here. The mixture's already leaned out. Carburetor heat is as required. Cruise checklist complete.
Celsius. Dew point -04 Celsius. Altimeter 3017. Vermont. Density altitude -500. Oswego County Airport, Fulton, New York. Automated weather observation 1534 Zulu. Wind 200 at 09er. Visibility 10.
Hey, let's land. Let's do 2-4.
Okay.
So we'll have a crosswind on our left side this
All
time.
right.
Okay. Now, what's going to happen to our RPM gauge if I push the nose forward and just go in a dive?
It's gonna increase.
Yeah, but what will happen?
Oh, it'll go past the red line.
Yeah, because this, if we had a adjustable pitch prop, we wouldn't have to worry about that.
Yep.
It would adjust up to a max point.
Yeah.
But this you do, so if you're ever descending, whatever, and you know you're in a hurry.
Make sure you pull the power back.
Yeah, that's right.
Runway 19 in, inbound on the RNAV.
We got way over here, wicked fast. We had a really high ground speed.
Yeah, I was looking at it, it was about 117. We were doing about 90 indicated.
Okay. If I hit direct, enter,
And Proxima Zulu Airborne, runway 25.
this is saying our direct bearing to the airport is 232 degrees, but we're tracking 215.
Okay.
If these two are together, no matter what the wind is, that means you're going directly there. You can be flying crooked, but you're going directly there.
Yep.
So if you're flying long distance, you want these two numbers to be the same.
Okay.
And you notice if you adjust your direction or whatever, it'll bring those closer or bring them farther apart.
Yep.
Which is a really handy tool to have. We don't want to rely on it, but it's you want to know how to use it. I have the field in sight already. But it's directly ahead.
Seeing I gotta get used to what it looks like.
Yep. Okay, you lose your engine. Okay, do what you need to do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright, so we gotta land this way, so I'm looking for fields, so
Hey, big mistake here, right?
I get to your glide speed too.
Gotta add a little power once in a while just because it's cold out.
Yep.
66, I don't want to see any ground, right? So you want to pitch back for 66. We want as much altitude as we can. Then when you get 66 and you're comfortable there, then you want to look for where you want to be. That's 66 right
Yep.
there. Okay, I'm going to hold the control
Okay.
this for you. Okay. So you got your checklist, right? You can do your emergency checklist.
Yep.
Yeah, we're dropping down again. You gotta go from
Yep.
60. That airspeed is extremely important. Emergencies really are all about airspeed control. Because when you land, you want to be flying, but you also want to be slow.
Yep. Okay, during flight, airspeed is 76 miles per hour, 66 knots. Carburetor heat is on, fuel selector valve is on both, mixture to rich.
Yep. Okay.
Make sure it's on both, and primers are locked, so that's
And you
checklist
do those,
complete.
you're doing those items because all those items could turn the engine off.
Yep.
You want to make sure everything's right. Then look over, is there anything? So now the thing is, you want to find an area to land while maintaining that 66. You have to hit that 66
Yep.
all the way down. And you don't use flaps until you 100% have the area made.
Yep, okay, so if the wind wasn't the way it is, I would say we could come this field, for me, right off the right side of the nose here, but the wind is going the wrong way for us for that, so
Okay. Well, I'd probably turn it right and
yeah, so
Better
kind
look.
of bring
Yeah.
it in and then
yeah,
come the
better
other way.
look at what's going on. Ground altitude here is 500 feet, so we're gonna go down to 1,000, and then I want
Okay.
you to do a recovery. Okay?
Alright.
No lower than that. How's that airspeed look?
Pretty high. Okay, so there's 1,000 feet.
Watertown traffic, it's Fox Lima Zulu, clearing the zone, just coming through 6,500 to the east.
Okay, so we'll recover here.
I can go down to 1,000.
Okay.
Hey, get us lined up for something to land on, right?
Okay,
we
yep.
could lose an engine now. All in the center, port 66 knots. Okay, recover.
Alright.
So you could probably do that road if you had to, but it'd be nice
Yeah.
to get a field. Although it is wet and nasty,
Yeah.
it would flip over probably. Okay, so first things is what? Airspeed.
Get to the airspeed, get to 68, and then
Okay.
worry about where you're going to land.
Then checklist.
Yep.
That's where we at altitude. But the main thing is airspeed, because you don't want to lose any of that. It's
Yep.
very important. Hey, give me a turn 230.
Okay.
No, you're on home on your flight sim. Fly somewheres, kill your engine, and I want you to do that. Go right to your airspeed immediately.
Okay, yep.
And the checklist is very important, obviously, because
Yep.
maybe something went wrong. Maybe you can get the engine going again. You know, with the engine going, if you push your mixture in and it's still windmilling, it should start back up.
Okay.
Unless there is a real failure, obviously.
Yeah.
So you got the field in sight?
No.
So if you see where the horizon is,
Yep.
okay, go halfway. That's the field right there, directly ahead.
Right off our nose. Okay, I think I
Yep,
see it.
yep.
I was thinking it was a lot closer than it was, but we
Yeah.
got out there pretty fast.
So we're gonna land 2-4. So you see that little smoke thing coming out of the ground? And if you put your nose on there, that'll probably give us a good angle to come in on a 45. I shouldn't say smoke, steam.
Yeah.
Although you never know, it's Fulton.
So legally, even though we can't do a straight in for 2-4.
We can, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's not the safest
Okay.
option. The only time that would probably be okay to do in my eyes is if you're flying instrument practice approaches.
Yeah.
And that you just, you do your normal call outs.
Yeah.
My job is to teach you the safest ways.
Yep.
And hopefully you listen to them. So. I pray for you to the left just a little bit. Yeah, you can do that cruise checklist soon too, right?
Alright.
Penyan, Archer 2's right, Delta go. Turning crosswind, runway 19, Penyan.
Okay, power's 21 to 26. Elevator trim is good for me. Mixture is leaving that out.
That'll work. That's
Alright.
good.
Mixture is lean, carpet is as required. Cruise checklist complete.
But so we know the winds aloft are basically from the south. It seems like.
Yep.
And that's where the wind shear is. Down on the ground, the wind's coming this way. Up altitude, the wind's coming this way. So somewheres in that zone, there's a lot of turbulence.
Yep.
I bet we're probably 1,000 above that turbulence. Isn't it weird how that works though? I mean, like, just because the difference in temperature, it changes the direction of the wind. How that all intertwines, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wish I went to school for meteorology, there's a lot to it.
Yeah. That's what I'm planning on minoring in when I go to Riddle, is doing that and air traffic control.
That'd be a good idea. Definitely want to have something to back up to.
Oswego County traffic, Cessna 7762X is inbound 10 miles out of the north, plan on entering the 45 for the downwind 24 Oswego County.
Sorry, I wanted to do something.
Archer 2's right, Delta go. Final, runway 19, Penyan.
If you look at the nuke plant, I mean, maybe it's playing with my eyes, but it doesn't look like it's coming this way. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe it's going out over the
Yeah.
lake.
And check the winds.
500. Scattered. 2,000. Temperature 07 Celsius. Dew point -04 Celsius. Altimeter 3016. Remarks. Density altitude -500. Oswego County Airport, Fulton, New York. Automated weather observation 1546 Zulu. Wind 190 at 10. Visibility 10.
190. Okay. So it's probably about what, a 5-knot crosswind. So
Yeah.
not that bad. Oh no, we're doing 2-4. I'm sorry. You're up to 10. You're close to 10. That's
Okay.
probably about 7 to 8 knot crosswind. You know how that works, right?
Is that just Pythagorean theorem?
If you're 90 degrees, right?
Yep.
Obviously it's full. If it's half of that, it's half of 10, so it'd be 5. You're a physics wizard. I know you got that. Sorry it's taking so long to get anywhere today.
Huh. Yeah, I've got about 92 indicated, but only 67 over the ground.
Terrible. That's all right. You're learning aircraft control. Let's fight for that 3,000 feet, okay?
Yep. Got an airplane over there?
On the mountain there?
Yeah, looks like.
I believe it's just a piece of glass. I don't know. There is nothing on my thing. There is something on the airport, but it hasn't taken off.
In Syracuse or at Oswego?
Syracuse. The Florida Department of Agriculture.
Huh.
What are they doing in New York?
Yeah.
Remember, we got Charlie airspace over here, so be careful getting too far over, okay?
Oh yeah, I see it over here.
Yeah.
What's the floor for that?
The floor? 1600.
1600, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I gotta stay clear of that.
Oh, I just lost my iPad. I brought a chart for backup. Gotta stay legal, you know?
Yeah. I can pull up mine as well when we get on the ground.
Yeah. So this will be a normal landing,
Okay.
and we can do a touch and go.
Alright. So the order for that is carb heat in, flaps, or is it flat? Yeah, flaps, carb heat, and then power.
That's basically the opposite. It's
Oh.
throttle first,
Oh,
because you want
okay.
to get out of town, right?
Yeah.
Then carb heat, and then flaps.
Okay.
So it's this order, and then for going, you know, to get out of town. Oh, I'm thinking about a go around. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. You're on the
So,
ground. Yeah, you want to
alright,
get
so-
rid of your flaps, obviously.
Okay.
I apologize. I wasn't thinking.
Yeah. Got to be about 2 months since I've done a touch and go, so.
Yeah. Yeah. A go around is.
Yeah, power.
Yeah,
And
you're,
then-
you're
yeah.
in there. That's what I meant. So.
So I did it right last week with the go around.
Yes, you did. That's good. Yeah, on the ground, you basically just want to clean the airplane.
Okay,
off.
yep, so flaps, carb heat, and then power, okay.
Really, it's the opposite, right? On the ground, you do just what you said, and
Yep.
then in the air, it's the opposite. So it's just like a flow. Now, look at that runway. I want you to notice something. You see where the, we're looking at, say you're looking at 3-3.
Okay.
You see the 1,000-foot marker?
Yep.
Okay, that's 1,000 feet. So then look at this airplane can land in, you know, in good conditions. Obviously on dirt it would be longer, but you want to find a field or a road or something that's within that distance.
Okay.
So when we get a little closer, take a look at that, kind of get that in your brain, what
Yeah.
that looks like.
Sewell County Airport, Cessna 7762X ray is 5 miles out of the west, inbound for 45, downwind, 24, Sewell County.
So we got traffic arrow 61260 is departing runway 15. We're leaving the path to the east.
Okay, he's going 1-5, so we gotta watch out for him.
Sewell County traffic calling. We'll stay out of the airport environment, and we plan on entering a 45 for the downwind for 24 after you leave.
That's okay. You are well away, so I'll be in a couple of seconds. I'll be gone. So.
I didn't hear a word he
I
just said.
didn't either. See him down there, is it? I think. Looks like he's still on the taxiway.
He's going to the east, he said? He's going towards us.
Yeah. Yeah, I see him on the taxiway down there, I think. So he's not sure what he's doing.
Let's go over the river.
Alright. You can see the water tower in Brewerton.
Hazelton, traffic use caution skydiving in 1 minute, below 2,500 Hazelton.
Who is skydiving today?
Huh? Windy.
Cold.
Yeah.
Jeez. I would not want to skydive.
Yeah. I wonder what the wind chill factor is at 9,000 feet.
Archer 208 North Go, turning final, runway 19.
We got traffic arrow 61260 leaving the palace to the east.
Okay, I've got him. Or something. He's no factor now, it looks like.
He took off already?
Yeah, he's at my, like, 1 o'clock now from where I'm looking, 2 o'clock now.
You 100% got him.
Yeah, I got him.
Okay. Let's go a little further here, just to be
Okay, yeah.
I don't have him. I don't see him.
Yeah, he's off our about 4 o'clock now.
It's climbing.
Yeah.
Jumpers way over Hazelton, use caution over Hazelton below 1,500.
Oswego County traffic, Cessna 7762 X-ray is over the river on a 45 for the downwind 24 Oswego County, and we have traffic in sight.
I didn't even see him on the roll, I just saw him about
Okay,
500 feet.
Slow her down.
Alright.
And put your carb heat on. Wings low, I want to look again. Do you still have it or no?
No. He was, yeah, he was about 800 feet when I saw him.
Okay. Yeah, just do what you need to do.
Alright.
I'll keep my eyes peeled.
Okay.
He left frequency already, so
Yeah.
I assume he's out of here. Okay, yeah, fly the airplane. That's your TP, right? Traffic pattern?
Yep.
Temperature's dropping a little.
Oswego County traffic, Skyhawk 6 to X-ray, turning left downwind 24 as we go.
Get us up to that 1500.
Yep.
Hayden, we can't be low like that, so get us right up there.
Yeah, we're being the numbers now, so let's keep it level for a little bit here.
temperature 07 Celsius. Dew point -04 Celsius. Altimeter 3016. Remarks. Density altitude -500. Oswego County Airport, Fulton, New York. Automated weather observation 1558 Zulu. Wind 190 at 08. Visibility 1.
Oswego County traffic, Skyhawk 62X ray final 24 as we go.
Yeah, we're pretty fast, right?
Yep.
So let's get the airplane slowed down. And no more than 20 degrees of flaps.
Yep, so that'll be it for flaps.
You see that the wind's pushing us to the right?
Yep.
If you throw a little right rudder in, watch what happens. See how we line up the runway? That's what we want to do when we get to the ground, okay?
Yeah. Okay, so we got the runway made.
This would be full stop.
Okay.
Rudder, come down. Little right rudder. Whoa. No, don't balloon it.
Yeah.
Hold it, hold it. Too much. Okay. And keep that aileron in there, so you want to get that. If we do that, we have control. If we don't have this, it'll push us right off.
So I pulled up too quickly there, too early?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and normally you're very efficient at your flare.
Yeah.
I think you're getting a little nervous just because of the
Yeah.
weather and all that, but let's give it another try. What do you think?
Okay, yeah.
Good job. Right at Delta. Yeah, you had it perfect there for a second. You pulled back a little too far.
Yeah.
I could have let you go with it, but sometimes those can get really out of hand really quick, so you don't want to. You want to be careful with those.
Oswego County traffic, Skyhawk 62X ray clear of 24 Delta Oswego.
Good job.
Okay, so we'll get after landing checklist here. The flaps up. Okay, carpet cold, and transponders on. Altitude.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. After landing checklist.
We're gonna leave our landing light right on.
Okay.
Typically, if we're at a if we're at an airport with people around, we turn that off. This only comes on when you're on a runway.
Yep.
All right, your controls.
My controls. Seat situated here. Okay.
Took off at 10 o'clock, right?
10:50 or 10:18.
10:18.
Yep.
It's really vitally important to check on a day like today because you could use either runway.
Yeah, like that guy did. Oswego County traffic, Skyhawk 62X ray crossing 15 on Echo as we go.
Do you feel a little foggy about the traffic pattern else?
I don't know, I guess.
So, AFD is kind of what we want to listen to. For flight might, but that's not. You want to go to a government publication.
Yep.
And flight AFD is actually retired. It's called flight supplement.
Okay.
But anyways, you go to there and it will tell you what your TP is. If it doesn't, then it's a given that you add 1,000 feet to the traffic pattern.
Okay.
So if you go there for Oswego County, it doesn't say anything. So that means you add 1,000.
Okay.
Now, if you go on for flight, it might say at 800 feet, but that's not really what you want to listen to. You want to listen to the government.
Yep.
Because the government is who regulates where we fly, right?
Yep.
So that's what you want to trust.
Okay.
And there's been confusion because traffic patterns have changed over the past 50 years. You know, some 1,000, some are 100.
Yep.
And that's for small airplanes. When you fly a turbine jet or whatever, some patterns are 2,000 feet. So
Actually moving a little bit quicker in those.
it all depends on what the government publication is telling you to do.
Yep.
So I like to do 1,000 here, okay?
Okay. There we go. Final looks clear. Door before takeoff checklist. Okay, flaps are retracted. RP's cold, low mixture rich. Elevator trim is set for takeoff. Radios are good to go, flight instruments.
What that guy just said?
Not sure.
Like the same guy. You 100% saw an airplane.
Yes, I saw him, the other part.
Okay.
Yeah. Just looking for him.
It might not even been around here.
Yeah, okay.
Oswego County traffic, Skyhawk 62 X-ray departing 24, left close traffic as we go.
At like 11 o'clock.
What's that?
What time is it?
It's about 5 after.
5 after. Oh. Alright, so left aileron into the wind. So you're going to be like this, right?
Okay, yeah, because I'm thinking
Yeah.
the winds are out off the right.
Yep.
Full power.
Yep. Remember, as your airspeed gets up, you might take out a
Yep.
little bit.
There's 55.
That was good. We didn't have much skid on that one. We just popped right up. Yeah, try to nail that 76.
Clear left.
Oswego County traffic, Skyhawk 62 X-ray, left crosswind 24 as we go.
Oh, you see the 1,000-foot marker? Look at that runway. That's really not that much of a distance, is it?
No.
There's plenty of fields that long.
Yep.
We are getting pushed today.
Yes.
Oswego County traffic, Skyhawk 62 X-ray, turning left downwind 24 as we go.
And you're almost at base.
Yep.
Yeah, slow the airplane right down, make life easier. You have a ground speed of 128 knots.
Oh my
right
gosh,
now.
yeah, we're moving.
That's insane.
Okay, carb heat. There's a beam the numbers, so C-gums. Carb heat's out. We're gonna start going 1500 RPM and descending.
Yep, and first notch flaps when you're below.
Yeah, we're not, so.
When you're in the white arc. So raise your nose, that's what I do sometimes if you're getting way too fast.
Oswego County traffic, Skyhawk 62 X-ray, turning left base 24 as we go.
We can just about turn final now.
watch for that wind shear, okay?
Yep.
I think you're already below it. Basically, it's lower than what they were saying. That's like 1,000, 1,500 foot area.
Oswego County traffic, Skyhawk 62 X-ray, final 24 as we go.
This will be full stop.
Okay. Full stop, 24 as we go.
Okay, fight for that center line immediately, rather than later. And you don't have to get centered up until we get into the ground effect, but just, you know, track on it, I guess is what I'm saying. Okay, runway's made. Power all the way out. Hold it, hold it. Little right rudder, little left aileron. Not too much, not too much. Doesn't take much. Hold it. Okay. And then we're gonna gently use our rudder and get us back to center.
Still going too early.
Yeah. It's tough today.
Yeah.
That ground speed just blew me out of the water there. I didn't realize it was that fast. It's pretty, there's a big difference from here to like 500 feet. Okay, let's do one more.
Okay.
Then we're gonna call it. The conditions are just gonna get worse.
Yep.
Oswego County traffic, Skyhawk 62 X-ray, clear of 24 Delta as we go.
Visibility 10. Light rain. Sky condition few 8,000. Broken 0,000. Temperature 07 Celsius. Dew point -03 Celsius. Altimeter 3015. Remarks. Density altitude -500. Oswego County Airport, Fulton, New York.
Taxi up.
Automated weather observation 1609er Zulu. Wind 190 at 08. Visibility 10. Light rain.
Oswego County traffic, Skyhawk 62 X-ray, crossing 15 on Echo as we go.
Okay, the wind is obviously pushing us around today. We're in a small airplane.
Yep.
Don't let that get to your nerves too bad. Try to relax a little bit, okay? One of the bad things about getting nervous sometimes is you
white knuckle the
yoke. I used to do that all the time. It goes away eventually. And when you do that, you're trying to do in your crosswind, you overdo stuff.
Yeah.
Normally you'd just be smoother. So.
Yeah, that's what I feel like I did in those last two.
Yeah, you did. I felt that. I had to actually fight you a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's easier said than done. That just comes with time and and doing stuff like this over and over and over.
This is weird because I feel like the conditions or the winds anyways were worse last week and I handled it better than I did this time.
Yeah, but although I feel like today the winds are lower. I mean, that was insane. We're
yeah, 128.
Almost 130 traffic pattern, so that's a pretty big difference because normally we're at like 95 knots there, right around there.
So we'll do a takeoff checklist. So flaps are up, carpet is cold, mixture is rich, fuel selector valve is still on both.
Oswego County traffic, Skyhawk 62 X-ray departing 24 left closed traffic as we go.
Yeah, we really haven't done a lot of touch and goes. Normally that's all we do. It's just the way the weather has, and I was teaching the different types of takeoff. We'll do a normal takeoff.
Okay.
Ailerons into the wind.
Instruments are in the green. Airspeed's alive. There's 55.
That was a good takeoff. Good job.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, nailed that 76 to our TP.
Clear left.
Oswego County traffic, Skyhawk 62 X-ray left crosswind 24 as we go.
You can do a longer, you can go out a little further after being the numbers if you'd like.
Okay. So extend the downwind a little bit.
Yeah, just a little. Not,
Okay.
I mean, nothing crazy.
Yep.
Now there's two forms of a crosswind. One is you wait to do your corrections until you're in ground effect. And that's what the airlines do because they don't like to have the airplane tilted that long, right? A commercial pilot, the passengers are uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Another option is to tilt it and keep that crab all the way down on final.
So we'll extend that downwind a little bit.
Yep.
We are beam the numbers.
So there's the sea gumps, right?
Yep. It's undercarriage. Mixture is rich.
I would get in a habit of using your hands, just make sure you're touching them, make sure everything's good.
Yeah. That's good. Guess that's good for me.
Oswego County traffic, Skyhawk 62 X-ray base 24 as we go.
There's serious wind shear there. Wow. We're in the descent, so the airspeed should be going up, and you were losing airspeed a lot. Okay, so we're definitely bringing power out. 1500 all the way.
Oswego County traffic, Skyhawk 62 X-ray final 24 as we go.
I want you to the left of the, I want you center line or left, just
Okay.
a little bit. Every once in a while, look at your speed indicator, make sure you're safe. Look good.
Way is made. Power to idle.
To the left, there you go. Be just a little bit. Good, you feel you have a little extra right rudder there?
Yep.
Hold it, hold it. Okay, hold this in. Push it right in. There
Yep.
you go. You don't have any control unless that's into the wind, believe
Yep.
it or not.
Even like still in the air, you want that over.
Yeah,
A little bit,
I
okay.
mean, whatever it takes to keep you center lined. You're
Yep.
using the rudder to get center so you land straight and you're not skipping tires off the airplane.
Yep.
And this keeps you from drifting back and forth.
Yep.
It's very important they have that in all the way until you're off the runway. I have had cases where I got lazy with that and it will push you. I mean, you got to be careful because once you're at airspeed and it starts pushing you this way, you can lose control pretty quick. Good job. That was a good one to end it on.
Okay, thanks.
We're going to call it there, okay?
Okay.
Oswego County traffic, Skyhawk 62X, very clear, 24 on Delta. Delta, Oswego.
So,
This for you.
flaps are up. Repeat is cold. Over here, make sure the checklist is done. Transponder staying altitude, checklist complete.
And pull it in front of the hangar.
Okay.
Point now. You know, I wonder if that approach was better for you because you weren't as rushed.
Yeah.
Right? Because you went out just a little
Yeah.
bit further. Straighten out the wheel. Always straighten that nose wheel.
Yeah. Okay, brakes are set. Avionics are.
I should idle car.